WNST.net. We're live on Radio Row. It is all things Super Bowl 53 from the Georgia World Congress Center. It's all brought to you by our friends at LifeBridge Health Sports Medicine Institute. Take care of my elbow. I'm going to get my Stan the Man Stasiak heart punch thing out here before the week gets over to honor Dr. Craig Bennett, who's fixed up my left arm. Got one of our defending champions here, as well as defenders of the red, white, and blue, B.J. Gannon from the Wisconsin State. Here,
yes.
BJ and I met late at night in a bar in New York, but it has a happy ending.
I've heard a lot of stories that start like that.
I'm looking up. We're in a bar. We're right around the corner from. We're in my hotel, and I look up, and there's David Letterman with the Super Bowl in New York, and the guy on the screen is next to me with his wife drinking a beer, and I'm watching Letterman, and I'm like, "Hey, man, you're on Letterman." So that's how. Next day he's here, and I know Wounded Warriors and all that you've done. This is an incredible thing. Is it a decade now? How long has this been going on?
It's been going on for a decade. I've been associated with this is my 7th one, so not 21 like you were. 22, 26. You said
26.
26. Wow. No, it's only my 7th.
7th. It feels like 10 though.
It does. It does. But it's been an amazing run. You know, when Chris Visser first called me and said, "You want to play football with some NFL alums?" I was like, heck yeah.
Son, well, first thing you said is Snoop coming, right?
Will they let me hit him?
Right. So being on the field with these guys is a dream come true. It's like fantasy camp. I know guys probably pay lots of money to have this opportunity, and we're just grateful that, you know, people like Randy Cross and everybody that's ever come out, you know, and shares this time with us, because, you know, it's probably just another game for these guys, but it's literally our Super Bowl. It's an amazing event.
Randy, I think for any guys of your era, I've had less. I mean, geez, I probably had 50 guys over the 7 years come here and sit either with BJ or one of the other fellas about this game and what it represents. But I think it's a very easy phone call for you to take, for any of the vets to take, when someone calls, say you want to come out and play in a fun game Super Bowl week with a bunch of guys that have honored our country and defended our country.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, when I first got the call, folks from Blue Buffalo, you know, saying, "Would you like to come?" and I said, "What? Wounded War amputee flag foot? Yeah, heck yeah, count me in." No, absolutely. I'm a dog person to start with, and I've had an association with veteran causes going back to high school or whatnot. So it's been something that's always been near and dear to my heart, and this is one of the really great ones. The chance to just be here with BJ and hear some of these stories. I'm still disappointed I didn't get a chance to meet this bulldog, though.
I know. So my dog Dozer died last year.
Oh, man, I lost my cat a year and a half ago. So I mean, I hear you, man. There's nothing.
So
you talk about dogs, I'm cats.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing, right?
It's all pets, right? But I bought Dozer on my very first convalescent leave from Walter Reed, an old English bulldog, you know, 90 pounds of dumb. But he was my dumb, you know, could clear a room with his farts and chew everything he wasn't supposed to. About the only talents he had. Or he could eat a cheeseburger in one bite. It was amazing to watch. But when I went through my bankruptcy and divorce, and I was facing DUI, and I was in, you know, dark place, that was my guy. That was the guy that got me through it. He needed me. He needed me to take him out. He needed me to feed him. I couldn't quit life because if everybody else gave up on me, Dozer didn't.
Right on.
And when I would have phantom pains, he just knew. And again, he was a dumb dog. And
not everybody knows your story. They can't see what I'm seeing here. That you were off 13, 14. How many years ago has it been now?
It's been, what is it? 2000. It's 15 years.
15
now.
years.
2004, Thanksgiving night.
I know your story.
Yeah.
Tell everybody your story.
So Thanksgiving night, routine patrol. We used to ghost convoys, wait for them to get attacked by the bad guys, and take care of the bad guys. Well, we hit a roadside IED, improvised explosive device, set off by a tripwire this time. I've gone through 13 of them before, and we turned out okay. This one got me. It also killed my gunner, Ryan Cantafio, from Beaver Dam, and we ended up losing 5 guys from our unit. That's what the crows means on my leg. It's Cantafio, Ramey, O'Donnell, Warrens, and Simon. All perished. But coming back, you know, all the things you took for granted, running, playing football, playing basketball, all that stuff was all of a sudden taken away from you. And it took me a while. Look at me, I'm not a runner, right? But now I've run 2 marathons, and I only did it because to try to prove to myself that this injury wasn't going to limit me, wasn't going to limit my life. And that's a lot of what this game is about, to kind of show people that no matter what challenges are presented, I mean, and you and Jen, with her cancer struggle and everything that you guys have gone through, you know that there's a way through it. And that's where, like, the camaraderie comes from in the military, is that we're faced with hard stuff, and that forms a strong bond between people. And we learned a lot from our NFL brethren that also, Randy said it best earlier today, that when the NFL's done with you, they're done with you, but you might not be done.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely see the parallels between football and the military, that there is an exit, but there's not always an exit strategy.
Right,
exactly.
But there's always that brotherhood, too, of the people you play/serve with that never goes away, that bond.
That's right. That's right.
So you're from Georgia, live in Wisconsin. I'm back here in Georgia. I tell everybody Southern. I started my day with grits the other day and ended it with peach ice cream. So I knew I was in Atlanta. I knew it was a good day.
We had sweet tea at both of them.
You're a California guy.
I grew up in California. That's not grits. That's cream of wheat. I think they've been putting that off on people for years.
And yet, of all the people I see in the South, the people I don't think of as being Southern or in the South, you live here, right?
Yeah, I moved here late '92.
You've been here a quarter of a century.
Born in New York, grew up in L.A., played in San Francisco, and then came here to Atlanta.
Why here? Give me a little primer on that. So you've been here for Olympics and World Series and all of that.
Whole era with the Braves and all that.
Oh, your broadcasting era as well.
Yeah, 20 years of NFL, 10 years into college football now. It's a lot easier to travel out of here than to be on the West Coast all the time, going to the various places. It just worked out a lot better. I miss the Bay Area. I miss the friends. I miss the people. But I don't miss the travel when you're trying to cross the country every time you got a job. So it's been fantastic being here.
I'm going to get to the Rose Bowl later on. The Stones are playing the Rose Bowl Mother's Day weekend. So I've never seen – I've been past the Rose Bowl, around it, but never inside.
Really?
So from a UCLA guy, I got a sunset over the Rose Bowl with Mick and Keith.
It's just the best. It's just the best. There'll be Geritol all the way around in that crowd.
Amongst other things in California, from what I
understand. Can't smoke Geritol. That's the only difference.
PJ Ganem here, as well as Randy Cross for the Wounded Warrior Games and Blue Buffalo. Give a good plug for Blue Buffalo, because anybody, and this will be a shout-out for Blue Buffalo without it being a shout-out. I lost my cat about a year and a half ago, week 3 of the NFL season for football people, and it went in like sort of a deep hole, and we went and readopted another cat. madly in love with our cat, but the second cat, we lost our cat to like a kid. And we thought, man, what could we do to have the next cat be better? We feed her better food.
Right.
So this is where I guess you guys come in and talk about
yeah.
your dog, your animal that, used to just go to the supermarket, anything was in a can, whatever was 42 cents, throw it together, and then you lose your cat, and you get a $4,000 bill from the vet while you're losing your cat, and you don't even, and you're like,
that's how Blue
next time
Buffalo's-
around, I'm going to buy better cat food. That's what so that's what, there's your Blue Buffalo.
Well, Blue Buffalo, that's how they started. The Bishop family lost their dog to pet cancer, and they realized it was because of just bad food.
See, I'm not making this up. See,
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
so
read- I
there
didn't-
is
I
a
didn't
better
read it.
way.
There is. And
Treat them like family.
That's right.
There you go.
And,
Well, I
and
do.
Blue was the name of their dog. And so that's why they've invented Blue Buffalo, and they do all natural dog food. It's the best dog food on the market. It's an amazing company.
It really
family
is.
run. And then they've been a corporate sponsor of Sierra Delta, the nonprofit I run, that's helping to get veterans of all eras both public access, and now we're going to start up this year non-public access service dogs that are trained to meet the needs that these veterans have both in transition and in disabilities. And we're really trying to focus, like I said, there's 20.8 million vets in this country. If all 20.8 million want a well-trained service dog, whether it's public access or non-public access, I want to try to help them get that, because I know the power of dogs. What Dozer did for me, what your cat did for you, that embrace, that bond. That
I got to interrupt you right here because this is my phone, right? We're live. It's 2:56 right now live when we're recording this. At 2:54, this is how important my pet is. My wife sent me a picture of our cat while we were speaking. Literally, this is
awesome.
This is a live action shot. If you look, this is me and my wife just tweeting through the overnight.
There
The
you
only
go.
thing she'll send me is videos and pictures of the cat. It was snowing at home yesterday,
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
and our cat goes crazy for the snowflakes. So I missed out on it. So this is literally yesterday. Here we go.
Yeah.
3:39, there's my cat. 4:22, she's laying and pawing.
Sure.
So the only thing I get are pictures of the cat
Yep.
Right.
from my wife.
Same with
That's
us.
how important our cat is.
I've got 3 dogs, one of which is a Siberian Husky. And when we first got this blue-eyed Siberian Husky, my wife saw a bag of dog food on the counter, and it had this blue-eyed Husky on the front of
Sure.
it, and it was
Blue Buffalo
it was
Wilderness.
Blue Buffalo Wilderness.
Yeah.
She brought it home. Dog couldn't even eat the dog food because it was for big dogs. she had to go back and get a puppy dog food. But we've been buying it ever since.
That's right.
Good stuff. Randy Cross here, BJ Ganymer. Anything you want to say on Super Bowl 35? I mean,